Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a broken side rearview mirror on this 1998 Toyota Avalon. Pretty much the same as any 98 or 99 Avalon. Tools you'll need are a flat blade screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and a 10mm socket with a ratchet and extension.
Start with a flat blade screwdriver, and up here in this corner piece, you pry out lightly and then just pull firmly. Okay, that comes up and off. Your inner door handle bezel, kind of pry down here, pry out like that, up at the top, pry out like that. That comes off. This bezel that holds your switches go right from the kind of the center. Slowly work on there. You can kind of see a clip. Try and push on that clip and pull that up and out. Okay, and then there's two connectors. They both have just little buttons. Press the button and pull the connector out. And then there's two little trim tabs here. Just pry them off. Again with your screwdriver, pull on with your fingers. Drop both of those. Okay, another one here. Comes right out. And then on the end of your door, there's a little clip here. You push the center in, okay, and then that pulls out. Now there are a number of Phillips screws to remove. There's two right there. One in behind where your switches were. Okay, one in that hole there. And then there's a few right underneath the perimeter of your door.
Speed up here as I use a Phillips screwdriver to remove those screws. On this vehicle there were 8 in all, 4 along the bottom, 2 in the front, 1 in behind where the switches were, and then the one at the door at the armrest base. Okay, now you can just lift the door panel up and off, and then you need to reach in behind and disconnect the courtesy light.
Okay, this just has a little tab on it that you press down and pull out. Okay, our mirror connects down here. Let's see, there is a tab here somewhere. Use my flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to push up right in the middle of the bottom here. There's a little tab right here. Push that disconnected. Okay, there's also a little clip here. I'm just going to pry out. And there are 3 10mm bolts right in there. 1, 2, and then actually, sorry, there's one here, and one there. It's a 10mm socket, an extension, and a ratchet.
Speed up here as I remove those 3 bolts. Okay, so you can see the old mirror comes off, and as you can see, this one's had a better day. New mirror from 1AAuto. Okay, fairly obvious that it's in a little better shape than our original. They come molded in black. On this vehicle, they are painted the body color. You could paint yours to match. What you would need to do is probably take your vehicle to an automotive parts store that has a paint department
they could match your color based on your VIN or your paint code, give you some paint in an air charge can, and you could refinish the new mirror that way. For a silver or white car, sometimes just using some paint from a hardware store can work. This vehicle is 14 years old and has 150,000 miles on it. The owner really just wants a functional mirror, so they are fine with just putting a black mirror in place. No reason you can't do that. That's going to fix the problem, pass inspection. So obviously putting it back in, it's just a reverse of the procedure. Put the mirror in place. I'm going to look through and see the holes. Okay, start one of the bolts on.
Fast forward here again as I start the other two bolts on. I use my extension and socket to kind of hand tighten them and just check the mirror before you really tighten it up. Make sure it's seated correctly, and then tighten them up nice and firm with your wrench.
Okay, take the harness, put it in place there. And then reconnect your connection. Okay, we're going to install the door panel. First, we'll reconnect our courtesy light. Okay. Now hang the door panel up on the windowsill. Make sure your harnesses come through here. Place.
And I'm going to fast forward here as I put the screws back in. The two largest screws go in behind the switch plate and under the armrest base. And then you have the two button style screws that go in the front, and then the other 4 screws that go along the bottom.
Okay, put this little button back in. Plug our switches back in. Okay, put the back down in first, then press that down in. Trim bezel here. Put that on. And these 2 trim buttons here, put those on. Last but not least, put that on. Okay, the last part, take this, reset it by pushing it back up through like that. And put it in place. And push it to lock.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.